So it's a conversation that's been going around, right? So we seen on TikTok, we seen on Instagram. Would you rather cheat on your girl or snitch on the home? So that's what we're gonna be diving in on today. You know, we got my good man with some deep thoughts about it already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Feel me? Same thing for myself. So without further ado, go ahead, my good man.
All right.
No, let me be more popular. Let me like go ahead. Really introduce yourself. Really let people know who you are.
Okay.
Everything. Go ahead.
Again, my name's Chris. Hey, man, I'm one of the fellas out here trying to make it like everybody else, man. You know, that's it. That's all it is to it, man. You know, I'm out here making it day by day. You know, trying to survive.
Facts. Sure. I'm on that boat too, bro. I know exactly how that feels, man.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So we'll dive right into it, man. So if you had to choose, man, it was just one of those split thoughts. No, it's a vague question, but at the end of the day, like if you had to make a decision, would you rather cheat on your significant other or snitch on your day one?
Oh, man, because the question is so broad, and there's so many different factors that go into place. If we just keeping it just strictly straight across, black and white, I'm gonna snitch on the day one.
You gonna snitch on the day?
Snitch on the day one, man.
Why is that? Talk to me. Why is that?
I feel like if your day one puts you in a situation where you have to snitch on them, then like I said, man, it all depends. We got to get a little bit more details on it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? The situation, what was it? Is it something that I'm also involved in? If let's say me and my day one we're running and we're doing something that we're not supposed to be doing, and I'm a part of it, then I can't snitch on my day one because I'm a part of that.
Okay.
Now, if my day one is doing some things and then I just so happen to get caught in the crossfire, I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to take the heat for what you got going on.
Say okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's So like I say, there's so many factors that go into that. You know what I'm saying? So, and to me, a true day one would never put you in that situation.
See?
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of homies out there who have day ones and homies that are into certain lifestyles that they're not into. You know what I'm saying? So if you know that I'm not into that, don't have me with you when you're doing what you're doing.
See? Facts. And it's crazy you say that because I agree as well. I know some people out there might be like, damn, you really snitch on the day one over a girl? Like, I'm talking they dime a dozen, right? Like, I feel like, listen, when it comes to, you said on, we went deep on the homeboy side. I just feel like on your significant other, like, what reason, what situation that your girl could ever put you in where to conquer or to get even is to cheat? You feel me? Versus a homeboy, a day one, you feel me, can put you in something intentionally or accidentally, but to could put you in something that can be presented like, damn, do I snitch? Like, damn, I'm in a position where I gotta keep quiet or something like that. Like, to be put in a situation like that, I think it's like, for your girl, like, how? How?
Exactly. And the thing is, let's say your significant other. Let's just say she just so happens to be your fiance. 100%. I don't know if you a man out there and you would choose your homeboy over your fiance. Clearly, there's something wrong with you. There's a deeper issue there. Do you really love this woman?
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
Like, do you really understand what it means to take that next step with that woman? If you're willing to choose a day one homeboy, who happened to get himself into something. You know what I'm saying? Like, my motto is, man, and it's gonna be messed up. It's gonna be a little.
Listen, it's a free space, man. Let's talk.
I'm loyal to no man.
Okay.
I'm loyal to no man. I'm loyal to myself, and I'm loyal to the people that I keep close to me. You know what I'm saying? I.e., my kid, my girl,
most definitely,
my mother,
most
my
definitely,
brother, my sister. Those are my true day ones.
Okay. You had no choice.
Exactly.
You feel me?
But and I know that those people would never put me in a situation where I would have to choose them or my woman. You know what I'm saying? But a homeboy, it might not be his fault, but hey, man, at the same time, homie, throw the hands up.
Listen, I totally agree. I feel like overall, for myself, I can't speak for every man that's out there. I could probably speak for a few that probably understand where I'm coming from. I feel like the end game is your family, not the one that you was born into, because it's like a bird, you know. Mama bird wants to, you know, your baby birds got their wings, you know, they fly off the nest, you know, they gotta go
Absolutely.
create their own thing. Not to say that you can't do that with your day one homie, but I mean, look at the reality, right? Let's say I'm at a job and I'm trying so hard to get promoted and everything, right? And boom, I get this promotion is out of state. Like, who I'm calling first? Who is that decision impacting first? My day one or my significant other?
Significant other.
You feel me? It's gonna be her.
Right.
You know, it's she gonna have to, you know, it's out of what we're gonna do. You know, depending if she got her own business out here, if she doesn't, like, come on, she's moving with me. Like, we taking that. Like, my day one ain't finna be like, damn, you know, Jamal done got, you feel me, got a new job. All right, y'all, I'm about to move. You know, I gotta go.
Right.
You know, they're not. You feel me? Because they gotta be able to do it on their own the same way. I feel like as a man, bro, there's nothing wrong of having day ones. Like, let me don't make it sound like you cut them out or none of that. But like, the overall goal is to get your family, your significant other, you know, have children if that's the case that you want. But that's the end game. That's who your grave site. You feel me? If you know, if y'all get the opportunity to grow old and whatnot, like, you're burying next to your significant other, not next to your day one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know, and it's funny because my girlfriend, her brother, he has a day one.
Okay.
Now I've seen their relationship. Every man would want a relationship that him and his day one have. When I say these two dudes are solid, man, they are solid, hands down. I'm talking about since childhood. They you would think they were brothers. I mean, they closer than their own brothers.
Probably
you know what I'm saying?
Same underwear, huh?
But listen, man, they damn near buy the same shoes. The shoes drop, they both getting them shoes.
Facts.
You know, but you know, it's a nice thing. But on the other hand, you know, my girl feels like the brother consults him too much when he should be consulting his significant other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, before I took a step back, I was like, no, man, this is day one. But you know, on the outside looking, and I'm like, hold on, man. You know, there are certain things that you cannot, that your day one should never come above your girl or your significant other, your fiance, your child's mother, whatever situation y'all got going on. If this is somebody you're gonna be with, that's numero uno.
I agree.
You know, that's numero uno, man. So you know, it all depends, man. You know, everybody has their place.
Of course.
You know
of course.
It's a case by case. Let's say, you know, street dudes who live by a street code. I can understand why they would choose their day ones. That's all they know. You know, this is ride or die. They live in that lifestyle. There's a code to that.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, if you and your day one, y'all, you know, high school best friends, and you know, he just so happens to stray on a different path and do something, I'm sorry, man.
And I agree. And listen, I mean, definitely to my day ones out there that's watching, like I just know that, and not to say they're in that particular lifestyle,
right,
but they're not. You know, it's just that, you know, your life is your life. If this is the decision that you decided to make, like, you know, I'm not judging you. You're not, you know, you're a fucked up person. Hey, you need it. I'm not, bro. You know, you is you. You feel me? It's your own life. You know, you make your own decisions. My thing is, I don't think it's okay to make certain decisions that would impact other people. Exactly. And then I feel like intentionally as well. You know what I mean? Now there's certain, you know, when we dive deep into, you know, concept like snitching on a homeboy, right? So, you know, I know many people may be asking like, damn, is this snitching on everything? Is it like, you know, like, damn, are you just ready to throw your homeboy down on everything? Like, let me just step back real quick and say, you know, this, like, let's say we're in a situation like, if you my day one, right, and your girl called me, right, you don't put yourself in some shit and somehow my name got in that shit, right. If your girl called me and come ask me, you know, hey, you know, Chris said that you was with him here this and that time, I'm lying. I'm not snitching, bro. I'm like, sure. Yeah, like, for sure. Yo, yeah. I was with him. I don't give a fuck if she have proof that she know I wasn't with him. I was with him. I was there.
Absolutely.
That's facts. Absolutely. You know, like, I feel like it's certain situations, you know, of like, course, so, you know, it's not just snitch on anything. It's different. Now, I had this conversation earlier with someone else, and then, you know, I brought up a point for them to try to understand a little better. It's like, and some people may think this is fucked up, but, you know, it's just bear with me. Like, if I had a day one, right, and he off somebody, right? Let's say he off somebody, you know, still got blood on the shirt, you know, he's putting a chase with G's.
Okay.
You feel me? And my home is the nearby home, right? He knows, like, damn, okay, you know, Jamal live up this street right here. Like, let me go run up to him real quick, right? G's still on your ass, right? As a homie, bro, You knock on my door, I'm with my family and everything. I open the door. I ain't a green ass nigga. Like, I open the door. Bro, you tell me what's going on, bro. I could get you some new pair of clothes. I get you a bottle of water. You feel me? Da. But bro, you gotta go before G's pop up.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
Like,
If I got
before
my
G's,
family,
you got,
yeah.
you get me? I'm not cold to not open the door. Like, nah, bro, clear it. Like,
Nah.
I think that's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
There's
I could take
level to it, man.
there's level to it. Like, I could take that little pressure. Why did you help him? I helped him. Bro, whatever you wanna throw at me, throw it at me. Like, I helped him. I fucked up what he did. You feel me? But I got him on his way to continue to go as far as he can go. You feel me?
They wouldn't even get that out of me, man. I ain't help him. I just gave him a dog some clothes. I don't know what he was doing. I know nothing. I know nothing, man. He came, he said he needed a shirt. I gave him a shirt. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, you know. But no, man. A situation like that, man. Like I said, there's levels to it.
Absolutely.
You don't completely dog your boys out.
Nah.
Never that, man. And then that's some things women need to understand. Also, your day ones are important. Women need to understand that. Listen, man. Sorry, baby, you're gonna have to share me. My day ones are important too. You know, they've been a part of my life just as long as you've been a part of my life.
Probably longer.
It's a different type of longer. You know, there's love for both. It's a different type of love. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey man, you can't go through life without your friends. You can't.
I believe so.
You know, your girl can't be your only friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up, bro. Cause like, oh my god, I didn't even know you was gonna bring that up. Like, listen,
man,
like,
know?
I can't. Like, I gotta have outside friends, bro. Like, I feel like that brings this sanity in everything. Like, you're gonna go insane thinking that. I believe you're just gonna go insane thinking that, oh, my girl is everything, my best friend, my dad, and you know, there's no separate life outside. Like, no,
You have to. Now,
I feel like you have to have multiple lives. You know what I mean?
You do, man. Listen, the most detrimental thing to a relationship is just it being the two of you. It's just being the two of you. That there, man, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
I agree.
It's a disaster waiting to happen, man. You know, as men, you need to respect that your girl have friends. Let her go do her thing. And as women, you need to respect that men have their people. Let him go do his thing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, like, you know, everybody need their own separate clique. And at the end of the day, y'all come together as a collective. You know, whatever. We know what y'all do together, y'all do that together.
Absolutely.
And just have separate people, man.
So I mean, all right. So the fact that you bring that up just popped something in my head, right? So, you know, like you said, you know, you feel like your girl, you know, should have friends as well, the same thing as you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how you feel about girls trip? Talk to me.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Girl trip is a man. You know, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. But you know what, man? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say social media has put such a bad stigmatization on girls trips, and it makes a lot of us men worry. It makes a lot of us men worry because, first of all, you know, you're traveling in a group of girls. I mean, sometimes it's unsafe. You know what I'm saying? But let's scratch the unsafe part.
Okay.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. We know what y'all going on them trips to do.
Facts.
We know this. We're not idiots. We know what be going on these trips.
Come on, y'all don't think them girls out there coming to Miami?
Come on,
Come
man.
on, y'all think they bub- I mean, I didn't tell a guy like me, like, you know, let me put that out there. But like guys like from Miami, bro, we know.
We know. So there's nothing that you can go out there and do on these girls trips. Granted, some of them may just be going out there to have fun with their homegirls. But I mean, best believe, man, if y'all out here twerking in Miami, y'all twerking in Mexico, you're twerking in the Bahamas, you twerking everywhere else, bro, man. You out there doing it. And the thing about those men is they're never gonna see you again. So they're gonna try their hardest. And what stays in Mexico? What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, man. So I mean, girls trip, man. No, my girl can't go on no girls trip.
Damn, straight up.
None of that, man. My girl can't go. We can go on the trip. Girls trip. My girl can't go on no girls trip.
That. Okay. I mean, I agree with you. I'm thinking about how a conversation like that would go.
It ain't gonna go good, man. But listen, I understand, fellas. You want your woman to have freedom. There's different ways to have freedom. There's different ways to go out there and do
Elaborate.
things. But okay, let's see. I mean, well, you know what? Let me retract that.
All right, go ahead.
Because the same thing the woman can do in Mexico, she could do right here in her own town.
True.
She could do it. You can't always keep tabs on your woman.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But why would you allow your woman to put herself in a situation where she may encounter multiple men? You know what I'm saying?
How you take that
Like
shit out of my head,
honestly, man, you got to be a fool to think that your girl is turning down every single man that shoots his shot.
Nah, she's not.
I don't think so.
Nah, she's not.
I don't think
I
so.
said it. Yeah, nah.
You're
Yeah,
not.
nah.
You're not. You know. Come on, man. My girl, you can't think I'm the only handsome man out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? So if you go out there, like, you know what I mean, there's a million men in this world, man. You go out there to another country, man, these guys are hungry.
They're coming for you.
They're hungry.
They're coming for
They're
you.
hungry, man. And it's not about me not being confident. You know, it's about me.
I hate when they use that insecurity shit.
No, man, it's about me protecting what's mine. I want to protect my relationship.
That's it.
I want to protect what I got.
You know the sort of thing that's so crazy. It's like they notice how much when we care about something, we care about it.
Yeah.
Because they always complain about what? How much we care about our cars, right? When we get our cars, it's the cleaning, our car so this, we da. That's exactly what we're doing with y'all.
Exactly.
But y'all want to talk about that, oh, it's insecurity, or he's not confident in himself.
No.
You know, it's not that. Like, and it's crazy because so let me let you know this. So I saw this video, right? I definitely want to get your opinion on this. So I saw this video, right? So his girl's having a girls' night out. So it wasn't like a girls' trip, it was a girls' night out, right? So they went out. She was, you know, he had no problem. Like, okay, cool, whatever, right? So they went out. Then the girl called him and was like, hey, we're gonna head out to another place that's popping, you know, it's in this area, right? So I forgot the place that he said, but I'll compare it to Miami. Like, we're gonna go to Miami Gardens,
Okay.
right? Now we talking 11, 12 o'clock, a little spot, da. So it's like, okay, Miami Gardens, there's no man around with y'all, it's just y'all. All right, be safe, right? So he happens to, you know, watch TV or whatever, a news clip came on. I guess there was some shooting close to where she said she was going, right? So he called, no answer. Right? Call, no answer. You know, I'm not worried now, right? But you know, he's just giving it time. Girl stumbles back home 1 o'clock in the morning because that was fucked up, right? That
Okay.
was fucked up, right? So what happened was he expressed his feelings. He was like, yo, I don't feel safe the fact that you was out. This is what happened. I'm here worrying. You know, I don't know what's going on. You're not answering my phone calls. Like, listen, moving forward, like that hanging out late night, nah. No men
yeah,
that to
yeah.
protect you, nah.
I agree.
So I agree 100, right? So what happened was she kind of brushed it off like, oh, okay, yeah, right? So he believed that she wasn't taking it serious. So my apologies. He went into her phone and texted the group chat. Hey, moving forward, my girlfriend, you know, would not be participating in late night outings based on unsafe areas just to go out to catch a vibe. If y'all want to vibe, y'all can come vibe over at the house. Y'all can go out during the daytime, but that nighttime is done, right? She got furious. Was he wrong for doing that?
I'm gonna say he was wrong for that.
Why?
I'm gonna say he was wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you and your girl have this conversation, the type of person that I am, once I voice my concerns to you and you decide to brush them off, that's on you. You have to deal with the consequences that come behind that. I'm not gonna go into your phone and text your friends. I'm not gonna do any of that. So when you decide to go out the next night and this same thing happen again, whatever snowball effect, whatever happens after that, you just have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. So now if I become overprotective, if I become jealous, if I become, you know, distant, you know, maybe I might distance myself. Maybe I might, you know, whatever my reaction is to that, you're just gonna have to deal with that. But I don't think she should have went in her phone. It's you know, because at the end of the day, she's still an adult.
Agreed. And I understand the concept of taking accountability for your actions. So I definitely understand. But, all right, because I don't think he was wrong. Right? This is why I don't think that he's wrong. I feel like that love he had for her is why he did it.
For sure.
I feel like, you know, it's okay, you don't want to take me serious right now, you brushing me off, like nah, I'm not playing. You know, like, all right, cool, you don't want to do it, I'll do it. I'll tell you, homegirls. Like, I don't know what emotions, or you probably don't want to hear them in your ear, like, oh, he controlling you, da. You probably don't want to go through that. That's why I'll let it be known, bro, because I care about you. Now, I feel like depending on how you take that action, of how you come at me for doing that, then I feel like, all right, then, oh, you come in, all right, then you know what? I'm gonna step back. I'm good. Because if you can't see what I'm doing, you can't understand why I just did what I did.
Right.
And I guess some people would say, well, I'm looking at just in my point of view. No, I'm the one that was 12 o'clock at night. I hear gunshots going,
Right.
Someplace you say you're close by, I don't hear nothing from you, and you're brushing me off. I'm gonna do it. I feel like that's because I love you, and that's why I'm doing it. Now, I feel like if I didn't care for you like that, yeah, I'll voice my opinion, and you don't want to listen, same thing. I'll be honest, I'm checked out. I know that sound petty as fuck. I'm that one little small incident, bro. I'm willing to throw away everything we had. I'm good.
If she can't see that situation that she was in worried you. Now let's say, mind you, this probably isn't the first time she's gone out with friends. You never had an issue before. You have an issue now because something bad happened. Mm-hmm. Something bad happened. I couldn't reach you. Now I'm worried about you. I voiced that. I say, hey, listen, this is what I want to happen going forward. Blah blah blah. If you want to brush that off, listen, I'm not gonna go on your phone. Okay, I'm gonna give you the opportunity. I'm gonna give you the chance to make your own decision, do what you need to do. But just know, I've already told you how I felt. That's it.
Okay.
This is what women ask for. Women always ask for us to express ourselves. Okay, so I'm gonna express myself. I'm not gonna
bullshit.
Listen, I'm telling you, man.
They ask for shit they know they don't fucking want.
They don't want it. They don't want it because they can't handle it.
They can't
handle it, man. They can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Women are so used to men just brushing things off. Oh, okay, baby, no, it's good. Now, but when you got a man that care, you got a dude that cares.
It's crazy. Like I was in this one relationship, right, and it was the same thing, bro. Like I've voiced my opinion on it. Mm-hmm. You know, some people may find like, damn, you're nitpicking at the small things. It's these things are bothering me, and it's not that I'm not the repetitive type. I'm not gonna continue to say the same thing. Like if I notice you doing something that doesn't sit with me at all, I'm gonna let you know. I believe in the conversation because you could probably put in a perspective for me that I'm not looking at absolutely. And be like, okay, damn, babe, okay, that. But it took me to say something that you felt that was so small. It made me feel some type of way.
Right.
And I just want to get that clarity. I just want to be able to be like, listen, like this bothered me. You may think that it's small, but it bothered me. This is why it bothers me. And for me, when I say things like that, it's like I want to have a conversation too, because I want to hear your side. I want to understand your side. I think it's very selfish where it's like a one and done type of thing. Like, hey, I don't fuck with this. Stop. Cut it out. You feel me?
See, that's because and the blame goes on both parts, men and women. Women are so used to men being unemotional, mm-hmm. passive, and men are used to being unemotional and passive. You always want to play macho man, like you don't care, like you don't give a fuck until you meet that one girl where you start giving a fuck.
I ain't gonna. That's
you know what I'm saying. When you start giving a fuck, and then on top, now you don't know how to handle it. Now you don't know how to express yourself, or you're trying to, and it's she's probably not used to it either. She don't probably been through how many dudes that don't know how to express themselves.
True. I would say in a situation like that, like I feel like it's something that should be addressed in the beginning.
It should be.
I feel like a lot of times things doesn't. Because I hear this all the time. It's like she's like this because of this and because of that. It's like, all right, bro. Like you're 6-7 months in, and you're saying the same thing, bro.
See,
like,
6-7 months in, man. I mean, communication shouldn't even be an issue.
You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be an issue. Yeah. It shouldn't be an issue.
You know what I mean? But like, just based on that alone, I just feel like, going back, I just personally feel like he wasn't necessarily wrong of going in her phone. I just feel like that was an act of how much he cared. Like I said, based on how you took that action, because I know it can seem nitpicking. Like, no, like you said, you're right. You could have just left the phone alone. I said what I said, walk it away, and stuff like that. But then sometimes I think it's a little push, because it is easy to walk away.
It is.
It's definitely easy to walk away.
See, it's just that situation where he went into the phone. I never want a woman to feel like I'm taking her opportunity to make her own decision. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so that's how you're looking at it.
That's how I'm looking at it. Like, okay. By him going into the phone, he altered he pretty much altered her decision. So now she's pissed. So maybe she needed a little minute to step back, think about it. You know what? My man might be right. Let me just go ahead. My man really cares about me. Have another conversation.
Okay.
But by him jumping that gun and going into her personal space, her phone.
So the timing.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And as a man, I never want some woman to take away my decision. Well, take away the ability for me to make my own decision. You know what I'm saying?
So
Don't
it's
make
like
it for me.
Oh, so okay, it's like just
Yeah,
make it for it. Okay.
Exactly. And then, you know, because of that, now he gets a different reaction. Now he gets the pissed off.
That's,
You know,
okay.
now she ain't
so,
mad
so
about
that's,
the
so
situation.
that's
Now
what she's pissed off. So that's what she's really pissed
so
off about.
what it did was it redirected the anger towards what he just did.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so now
he's
she gonna
taking
get
heat
away
for it.
with going out with her friend. Now she mad at you for going in her phone.
I
Yeah.
mean, yo, that little game's gonna go with me. Like, that shit's not going over my head. Don't play with me. But like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're looking at it in that perspective, you know, hey, listen, I'm man enough to say, I'll be honest with you. I didn't see it like that. I honestly saw it as, you feel me, like, she did it. You know, she did something I didn't like. I talked to her, and I guess that instant of her brushing me off, I could see that. I'll be 100%. I could definitely see that.
One thing I've learned from social media and everything, and the number one thing that these women are asking for is to not take away their right to speak or make their own decision.
Absolutely. And we shouldn't.
That's it, man. Give them the chance to make their own mistakes. I know you want to save your relationship, but hey, let your girl and let your man make their mistakes. You know
I agree. Okay.
It's the same thing with your kid. Let your kid make their mistakes. You know, you guide them. You make sure they don't blow themselves up, you know, screw their life up, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, let them, hey, man, hey, go ahead.
I agree.
And then from there, from whatever you choose, whatever happens.
Whatever happens.
We'll deal with it from there.
Okay,
you know?
I in looking at a perspective like that, I could definitely understand.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I definitely looked at it as, you know, him, you know, I told you something. I guess it's the brushing off, because I feel like it feels like, okay, I'll take care of it. Then maybe brushing me off, like
you know,
I feel like okay,
because you know, in the heat of the moment, no one is thinking logical. You know what I'm saying? When two people are disagreeing right off the bat, they're not trying to hear what each other's trying to say. It take a little while. It takes a little while for them to come to their senses and be like, you know what? I sat on it for a little bit. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. The situation was bad. Let me do this different next time. You know, maybe she'll be like, you know what? If I'm gonna go with my girls, I'll put on my location, so you know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You know, things like that. You can't exactly compromising. You know, and I can only say it because I've been through that situation.
How was it?
Where I went out, got shit faced, you know, and my girl had to search all over Fort Lauderdale to find me. She found me, and from that day, every time I've ever went out, I put on my location.
Okay,
you know, compromise. You know, and it's not her wanting to know what I'm doing, you know, every second of the night. It's that, hey, you know what? I was once in a situation where she had to come and save me.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And
personal experience.
Exactly. And hey, I'm not gonna stop going out. I'm not gonna stop hanging out. You know, I'm never gonna say I'll never get drunk again. It happens.
It happens.
It happens. So you know where I'm at. You know, so
I mean, I don't, and trust me, even on just on that matter itself, like I don't think there's a big deal based on like sharing locations or anything like that. Yeah. You know, like you just said, it's the safety. It's just
it's a safety. It's a safety feature, man.
I get it, and you know what? I definitely appreciate that, because like I said, I'm very honest. I did not at all look at it like that, bro. Yeah. I looked at it as, oh, you wanna brush me off? No. Man.
But as men, we sometimes get defensive. Sometimes,
of course,
you know, it's in our nature.
It's been in our nature.
It's something that we can't run away from. We're built this way. We're built to be defensive. We're built to be just rebellious from anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's just,
and that's where the discipline comes. That's where the self-discipline to be able to check. Now, definitely. Now, going back, you know, diving even more into you know, the whole girl trip, you know, and everything like that. Based for myself, like I agree, like, and I know that would be going into making a decision for them, but like, nah, like girls trip. I know what you're going out there to do. I feel like personally, like, okay, so with me per se, I feel like there's certain activities that just meant you're single, bro. Like, if you're single, go out, do all that, go shake your ass, go, hey, get your one night stand, go live your life. Because you're single, you don't owe nothing to nobody, you're not tied down to nobody. It's you're able to go in, do what you think. I feel like when you're in a relationship, it's like, what, like I can't go to brunch.
I was just about to say that, man.
Girl, I can just
go to brunch,
you know, like going out there. I mean, I can sit back and, you know, it's the exploring and all that, and I feel like let's go explore. Let's us go on a trip. You want to make it like this? You feel me? Like, cause it's, how do I say it? It's like let my, their boyfriends, y'all girlfriends, and we go all together.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. And the reason why I say that is because I've seen multiple girls go on girls trips, and there's always that one friend that comes back to her man, and she is going to tell him everything her homegirls did on that trip.
Yeah.
She is going to tell him about that one girl that
pillow
got her
talk.
back blown out by some random dude. And as the boyfriend, he's taking it all in. Oh yeah, not knowing that he's keeping a mental, notepad like, hey baby,
Yeah.
girl trips are done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, next to your best friend is your man.
It's like I got so many of those moments in my mind that I done been through, bro.
I'm
Like,
telling you, man, that's what they do. So ladies, just know your homegirl is telling her man everything.
yeah, nah, they pillow talking.
They
Like,
pillow talking, man.
that's true. Cause there's at least 2 women in every 5 that's definitely pillow talking everything.
With
hey,
they man.
Such
With
and
they
such
man.
got drunk and she did this and like, man, hey, it's just, I love you, baby. I don't want no secrets between us. But you here ready to fuck somebody else shit up, bro. Like,
That's the way it go, man. So you know what? And then on top of that, like, okay, with social media, there's this thing going around about men going to DR. I don't know if you heard about that.
nah, go talk to me.
Okay, so apparently, cat's out the bag that men take these trips to DR because the price of women is cheap. Yeah. So all these girls,
I'm under a
my
rock,
man
bro.
can't go to DR. My man can't go here. My man can't go there. Well, guess what, baby? You can't go on these girls trips. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways.
It goes
So
both-
we know, like, there's always something in the back of our mind when our significant other take these male trips and these girl trips. You know that. So
Okay.
why stress yourself out at home worrying about your significant other out with his boys in some other country where you can just say, hey, you know what? We can go on a trip together. You can hang out with your boys here. You can hang out with your girls here.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's like, we're not taking everything away from that. I totally agree. Like, my girl, don't have a girl right now, but if I was in a relationship, absolutely. Like, you're not going on no girls trip because we know what they're out there for.
Exactly.
My whole thing is like you said about making your own decisions. I'm expressing that right there.
Yeah.
I'm not. You're not. Well, All right, cool. I'm checked out.
And a lot of people, they're gonna say, oh, that's contradicting. You're saying that you let them make their own decision. But also, I'm not going to help you make a bad decision.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
it's
pretty much what it is. If I allow you to go on this girl trip, well, let me not say allow, but if I say, okay, okay, I'm gonna turn the other cheek while you go on these girls trips, I can't do it to myself.
Nah.
I can't do it to myself.
Nah.
Not if you're my significant.
And it's crazy because I don't think that's contradicting. I think you didn't rob them from making their own decision. Honestly, you didn't. But they gotta understand whatever decision that you pick, you gotta understand how I decide to handle that.
Exactly.
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
You can still go. I can't force you. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Exactly.
Do you decide to go?
I'm good. I'm good. Go. When you come back, I'm not there. I'm dead ass, bro. You go, I'm not there because I feel like at the same time you still gotta stand on what you know that what you want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Same thing for women. Not taking nothing away from women. I feel like because women, there's a lot of women out here that they know their standards. I won't accept a man doing this. I won't accept a friend doing this. You know what I mean? It's the same thing for us. My thing is especially when it comes to relationship, it's like, because I got a stigma for this, but it's like I really don't care. I'm black and white, bro. I know we somewhat live in this gray world. I am black and white. You feel me? I definitely I do a lot of ethical thinking versus trying to make a lot of decisions just based on my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Sometimes I do, just like we stated earlier.
Of course,
I
of
wouldn't
course.
want it to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we all victim of it, man.
I try my best to be more ethical about it. Like I think about tomorrow. You feel me? Whatever we're discussing now, I'm not worrying about winning. I'm not just trying to win. I'm trying to understand. Okay, if I allow this to happen, if I don't, and this and this is the possibility of what it can be.
Correct.
Do I want to deal with this later down the line? You feel me? Just because you may not be able to see it or think that, oh, I'm negative thinking or whatever. It's not. I paid attention. I'm looking at signs. I'm being very observant. Nah, this is a recipe for disaster. I'm straight.
I'm telling you, man. And women have that intuition. Guess what? Men have it too.
Absolutely.
Men have it too, man. But again, it goes back to, women are so used to men being so passive. And then when we get to a point where it's like, you know what? You back me into this corner where now I have to voice myself.
Absolutely.
So when I'm voicing myself, now you see hey, man, this is what I've been dealing with.
You think
know what
women
I'm
do that a lot?
Yeah, absolutely,
Absolutely.
man, absolutely.
Alright, thought I was the only one.
You know the things they ask for, they can't handle.
Absolutely.
They can't handle it, man. And
I think it's based on them. They think it's like one of those what you think you'll do if you was in the situation versus when you get in that situation is completely different. I feel like a lot of women. All right, so so I had a conversation with somebody and I felt like this, right? And I think this goes for most women. Honestly, I don't care if they want to come down my throat, but it is what it is. I feel like with some women, I won't say more or less. I say with some women, like a lot of things that they portray or how they are ain't even based on experiences, bro. It's based on conversations of what their homegirl went through,
someone else's experience.
you feel me? What their mother, you know, especially they was raised in a single mother household. You know, guys ain't this and that. So you're already growing up with a mindset of, you know, men are this. So when they say, you know, hey, he's trying to sleep with me, he's trying to fuck me up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And reality is, you have a lot of women walking this world like, bro, you don't know. You don't know at all. You
don't know nothing.
You feel
Don't
me?
know
This
nothing,
is assuming what you're doing, and I feel like a lot of women do that when they ask for this. This is the type of man I want, or this and that, and then when you get it, you fuck shit up, and then your excuse is, I never had that. That's why I fucked it up. Like, bro, you can learn.
You can learn. Yeah,
me?
you know, and the thing is, that also goes both ways.
Of course,
you know, there's a lot of men that get great women and don't know how to handle it. Absolutely. You know, I will say that, man. I'm never gonna take that away from ladies, man. Some ladies are excellent. True. Excellent. You know, and some men self-sabotage, man. It's just something that you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to deal with it. It's a little bit scary sometimes, you know. But you know, again, you know, it like I said, it goes both ways. It goes both ways, man. You know,
I don't knock that at all.
Right.
I just think versus, remember, like, it's us doing the approaching. You know what I mean? It's us, you know, the people that, you know, have the self-confidence, the charisma to approach. But I feel like, you know, versus, you know, for us, it's more on a, you know, the guys that don't know no better, but it's during the relationship and realizing, you know, this and that, versus you have a lot of women that off the jump, it's like, I'm treating you like this off the jump because this is what I know. This is what I've seen. This is what I've seen. This is, you know, my homegirl. You know,
man. That's the difference between men and women.
And it's the difference. You feel me? At least with us, you know, we get in a relationship, and same thing. Like, you know, I'm not a guru. You know, I had a relationship to know everything. If that was, I'd probably be married by now.
Right.
I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still understanding. You know what I mean? I don't think I have everything all figured out, but I'm still learning. But I definitely learn from my mistakes. You know, but at the end of the day, I feel like with us men, we still making that approach. We still trying to get to know you, and then through the recipe is where shit get fucked up.
Because men don't hold grudges against women.
Nah,
we don't. We love women. You can't live in this world without women.
You can't. You cannot,
man. You cannot.
If it was all men, bro, this world would have been gone. There would have been an apocalypse.
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Years ago,
one thing
bro.
I do agree with. They say women live longer than men. It's because men really do dumb shit. We do, man. We put ourselves in a situation where you're dead early. You know what I'm saying? You know,
it's curiosity.
You know, you need women to keep us grounded. Men do not hate women. You know, it's some of y'all actions.
Absolutely.
Some of the things y'all say, some of the things y'all do. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little questionable. It's a lot questionable.
It's a lot.
It's
okay.
a lot.
You take it out my mouth.
It's a lot. But no, men, I wouldn't say men hate women. You know, and honestly, man, this back and forth that's been going on between men and women and this and that, in the real world, it ain't really like that.
Nah.
You know, on the outside of these, a lot of the social media, the things that you see, men are actually out here trying to coexist with women.
We are.
The average Joe is trying to find a wife. He's trying to have kids. He's trying to settle down. Inflation is at its all-time high, baby.
You know I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Listen, man, inflation makes me want to get married. You know, man. Listen,
that man did not just say that.
Listen, man. Listen. I'm putting it out there, man. It's too. Listen, this world is. It's no longer a single man's world.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's first of all, it's too many diseases running around out here. I think people forget that, you know, I'm sorry, people, AIDS is still a thing. You know what I'm saying? It still exists. You know, so people out here doing these things and just, no, come on, man. Like, when you find something good, man, you know, try to hold on to it. You know, everything isn't, you know, like you said, it's not always great, but, you know,
True. I mean, no, it's definitely not always
Yeah.
great. It's just, based on just the statement I said earlier, it's just, it just makes it so much difficult for us men, as at least, the good ones that's trying and whatnot, because it's like, you got these women, like I said, they're going into this notion based on what they've been taught, what they see. And remember, social media is the worst teacher. And
Listen,
completely.
man. Oh man, there's so much stuff going around on social media. It's all fake now.
It's all fake.
Everything is a skit. I mean, and it's driving a bigger wedge in between men and women. Every single time somebody creates a fake skit about a relationship, and it's like, yo, like that's not how it is. That's not what's really going on out here.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because I just saw a video, concept of stupid. It was so dumb, but it's like, I guess the guy took his girl out on her birthday.
Oh man,
right?
Another skit.
Right?
Another skit.
The man took.
And she wanted him to pay for all the friends.
Yes, like, bro, I saw that video, man, and I'm just like, all right, you doing too much.
I read the comments. No female is out here allowing their man to pay for all their friends. Not a man you love.
Nah.
Your man pay for your whole. Why?
Nah.
Why put that stress on him?
Bro, and if your girl is doing that, she's not the one.
She ain't the one.
She ain't the one, bro.
She ain't the one.
Right.
He's just a paymaster to her.
That's lit.
You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, if a dude know he's a paymaster, he knows he's a paymaster.
True.
That bill would have been paid for before she even had to ask.
Yep.
He knows his role.
Absolutely.
He knows.
And for it's just, as I'm thinking about it, it's just like, wow, like that's what you're arguing about. Like, you really believe, you feel me? Even though we know it's a skit or whatever, but if it was true, bro, like, you're arguing because he didn't pay for your homegirls. Like, your homegirls came out. Your homegirls literally came out. You feel me? Thinking that you'll do this for the pay all your time.
And to me, what videos like that do, pretty much, man, what these videos are doing is that when these women create these skits, they're destroying their own image. You're putting this stigma out on what people think black women, what they do or what they're about. And this is not what all black women are about. All black women don't expect a nigga to come in and pay for the whole group. Like, that's not logical. That ain't happening like that. So when you create these skits to a young dude that's coming up, that's just starting to get his foot out into the dating pool, this is what he think he has to deal with. So now he got his guard up.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So now he's got to be walking on eggshells, or now he feel like he got to get his paper up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's again, it's a skit, but you got to be mindful of the image that you're putting out there.
That's what you're portraying out there.
That's what you're putting out there.
I listen, and I've said this before. Like, listen, the internet is forever.
Yeah.
Like, it's forever.
It's forever.
Like, trust me, you're gonna, if you're definitely blessed to see 70, 80, 90s. You're gonna be looking at this video like, damn, this is what I was contributing to. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because some people may feel like, because I can't remember, like, I haven't met everyone in the world. You know, people might have been in similar situations, not necessarily close to exactly like that. But at the end of the day, I just feel like, it's, how do I say it? It's just, fuck, bro. I literally lost my train of thought, bro. That's much of that.
Now conversations get so deep, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so much, it's never, you can never cover it all.
You can't, bro. It's so much.
One topic leads to the next and the next and the next.
It's a run on. It's like a run on sentence. No
man.
Period at the end. But I mean, just based on that, like I stated, like, the internet is forever. You're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is what I contributed. And you gotta understand, like, as we know how powerful the internet is. I feel like we definitely got to be careful what we're putting out there.
Got to.
You know what I mean? I mean, just going back, because, like, we're talking back about, Girls Trip.
Right.
Definitely want to bring that back real quick. So, just based on the two, based on the women, that legitimately do go on girls trips, that aren't partaking into those, behaviors and stuff like that. Like, do you still feel like, nope, no girl trips?
Man, I stand firmly on that. And before women think I'm self-conscious, I don't trust my woman and things like that. It's not that I don't trust my woman. I don't trust her friends. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Like, the people around us is so influential, man. Like, they influence you without you even realizing it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for men too. You think so?
I think everyone notices red flags to a certain degree, but I think they don't think it's that big of a deal.
Oh, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. I feel like that's what it is, because I do like, and I've said this over and over and over. Me personally, I do believe that everybody on this world, let me take that back, a high majority of the people in this world, besides the one that actually suffer from mental illness and stuff like that, I think everyone is intelligent. I think everyone knows, the basics of wrong and right. I know it's still subjective. What your right could be my wrong, but there's a basic level.
There's a basic level, right?
That right from wrong. And based on the decision that you decide to go, I feel like and I feel like some people see red flags, but to them, their red flag is like this, versus someone in that same situation like, nah, bro, that red flag is like that.
It's like that. What I mean? You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, go ahead.
Yeah. But like you said with the girls trip, man. Now it's not only the men. It's not only the men that us men worry about when women go on these girls trips. It's the girls. Okay. Because a lot of people don't want to say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Go do this.
And some of you women do. Some of y'all know this. You women be fucking each other on these trips. Y'all be having sex with each other on these trips. You know what I'm saying? And
they do.
Maybe
not all of them.
They do. So I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. It's hard enough, or it's bad enough that I have to deal with men and my woman. Now I got to deal with women too.
Damn, it's a double-edged sword.
It's a double negative for me, man. Now I got to work twice as hard. And believe it or not, I can compete with a man. I can't compete with a woman. I can't compete with a woman, man. Listen, man. This thing that women know what women like is true.
Facts.
It is true.
They're living in their world, 100%
true.
They're in their world. Bro.
Exactly. And the world it's become so open, man, and so confused that women now, man, I kid you not, every woman that I've ever dated has had some type of sexual
experience
with another woman, and they're so open about it. What makes you think I'm okay with that?
I gotta think about it for myself. Like,
think about it, man.
Damn.
They're open about it. I'm saying, hey, man, by all means do you, but I'm just putting the facts out there. Most women have already had a sexual experience with a woman, and they're open about it. They don't hide it.
Man, you're right.
They don't hide it. They don't hide it, man. They don't hide it. So it's like, I mean, you think that, okay, that's harmless, but to me, to a man like me, hey, man, listen, I've seen two women in love with each other, and when I seen that, that's when I knew, man, it's real. Two women can be in love with each other. Two men can be in love with each other. So if I'm dating a woman who is into women, I have to worry about men and women. If you've had an experience with a woman, I'm sorry, but I'm never gonna just act like it didn't happen. Act like you didn't tell me that.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, but how does that play into your relationship, knowing that, like, does it still make you wanna date them?
I mean, the thing is, again, you have to watch out for red flags.
Of course.
You got to look at behavior, because some women can have a sexual encounter with another woman and want nothing to do with women.
Yeah.
They'll be all about you. So, but the minute, I get with somebody and they tell me, okay, you know what, I've had a sexual encounter with another woman, and I'm seeing signs along the way like, man, this woman is really into women. I might have to back off, because I don't want to have to fight against a woman. I don't want to have to fight against a woman, man. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It's too much work.
I feel
it's too much work.
I feel you. I feel like, honestly, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm definitely not I can't even pronounce the word right, but the poly relationship. That's not me. I know for a fact, whoever my girl is, that's all I want. But it's crazy you say that, because now that I think about it, like, yeah, a few of them definitely had some female experiences.
Of course,
in their past, and like, I'm talking like toys.
Listen, man. Listen,
all of that.
There's this thing going. I don't know if you watch what's that show called? P-Valley.
Like, okay, all right, check this out. So I watch P-Valley, right? And I know people gonna be like, whatever, but like, I watch P-Valley, but I watch it with someone. Okay. I don't watch it by myself, honestly.
Right.
You know, I
No,
could go
no.
into a whole different conversation, but no, honestly, I'm like halfway through season 1, so I don't know everything yet.
Right.
But I've seen.
Okay, so I don't want to spoil it, but there's if you're up to date, there's something called, I think it's the Portia experiment, or the Portia effect.
Talk to me.
Okay, so what it is that there's a scene in the show where there's a wealthy husband and a wealthy wife,
Mm-hmm.
and they bring a stripper into their relationship. They sign a contract, and I think in the gist of it all, in the agreement is that the stripper is allowed to pleasure the husband and only the husband,
Okay.
and they're paying her, they're compensating her, right? So one day while the stripper's there and she's doing what she's doing, the wife is kind of watching, and she kind of joins in.
Okay.
So now what happens is the wife and the stripper is now having a separate interaction with each other outside of the husband. Now the husband feels some type of way,
I can't wait to get to that episode now.
you know. But pretty much what this is don't bring women into your relationship.
Okay.
Do not, man, because I'm a firm believer that a woman can pleasure your woman in ways that you can't. I'm gonna say that, man. I'm gonna say it.
I'll be honest with you, I can't be naive to that. That's 100% true.
It's just, you know, so to avoid it, man, just don't even open that door. If
I agree.
you
Nip it
as
in
a
the butt
man
type
can't
of
handle it,
situation,
yeah,
nip it right in the butt. I get you.
if you can't handle it, man, don't do it.
I agree, because me personally, like, you know, like I said, like I've obviously, now that I've thought about it, like, yeah, I've been in relationships where they have experience, but, you know, it was only experience. They never did anything, you know, or mentioned, you know, threesomes or nothing like that. So, you know, I'm you know, I'm good. You know, it didn't cause, but it's just, I don't think you're right. I don't think, I intentionally, I wouldn't, you know, like me, I'll be honest, me just as who I am now, bro, like how I lived already, like, don't care for the threesomes. I don't care for
Listen, most men don't. Most men don't. I mean, it sounds good, it sounds fun, but at the end of it all, man,
it was fun back then.
Exactly.
It was fun back then.
Back then, man, but right now, no.
Right now, it's not, and rather, and not even based just on, you know, like where you are in life or anything like that. I just think just the maturity of the mind state when you get older, bro. It's you know what you want.
Yeah,
you know,
listen, man,
you know your end game.
People talk about threesomes. A lot of men, I'm gonna call a lot of my fellas out on this. A lot of men talk about they want threesomes and don't even realize that they themselves aren't even pleasuring their own woman. And I'm gonna tell you who brought this up.
Talk to me.
DJ Envy and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote a book.
Mm-hmm.
She came out and stated that she faked an orgasm for 10 years of their relationship. 10 years she faked their orgasm. What does it mean to be loyal?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine my woman faking an orgasm for 10 years. And I feel like because DJ Envy's wife was loyal to him, she felt like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and not hurt his ego, make him feel good, make him believe that he pleasured me, just so that, you know, we stay good. We stay good. To me, that's a lie. Nah. That's not the loyalty we want. And fellas, I'm gonna tell you, man, y'all need to open up a space for women to be able to tell you that, hey, you know what? This is how I like to be pleasured. This is what you're not doing right. Because, I mean, I read the comments, man, and a lot of women agree that they have been faking orgasms, man.
Yeah, I seen that.
You know, and for what? Because men have these egos, man, and it's like, so fellas, that y'all dropped the ball on that.
Yeah,
y'all listen, man, because.
Yeah, damn, you know, 10 years, bro.
10 years, man, 10 years.
Because I'm just like, because I saw the comments as well. I saw I watched the Breakfast Club. I mean, it's a great show. You know, and I saw, you know, he did the book. They wrote it in the book and everything. And in my mind state, it's nah, bro. Nah.
See, and then, you know, I talked to my girl about it, and she herself told me that if I was not, she wouldn't tell me. She told me she wouldn't tell me.
You asked her why?
I asked her why. She doesn't want to hurt my feelings.
Wow.
But her not realizing that, hey, man, what's going to hurt my feelings is that 10 years down the line, I found out that I'm not doing the damn thing.
Like, hey,
that's going to hurt my feelings.
She agrees.
She agrees. And there's a lot of women out there that feel like, you know, they don't want their men to get upset. They don't. So these dudes, man, like they say, check your ego at the gym. I don't know if I lift weights. Hey man, check your ego when you get into bed with that woman. Learn what she likes. Be open to criticism.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, man, you don't know a woman's body like that, man. I can tell you right now. You sometimes you think you do, and lucky for me, back when I was 19, I dated an older woman, and I was taught. This woman taught.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So granted, I was younger, I was a little bit more impressionable at the time, so I didn't take offense to it. But she told me what she liked, what to do, and how to do it. And what that did now it's so much easier, man. It's only because I can tell you there's nothing worse than finding out that your wife faked the orgasm for 10 years, man.
10 years? I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
And what did it do? It caused him to cheat. He went out there to go poop himself. So what did he do? He go sleep with the next female.
That's true. Cause I mean, based on the statement that you just made, that your girl, your first woman that you was with, she taught you, and I could agree. Cause I could definitely say, the person that the two serious relationships I've been in the past, like same thing. Maybe I won't say they taught me to, like this, but they have directed. You know what I mean? In certain aspects.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do it. Stay right here.
Exactly.
To a certain extent, and I agree. But then like how you fake it for how do you fake it for 10 years?
Listen, women, you're not doing your man no justice by faking it. Because you know what happens? You get into an argument, it comes out.
Yes, it.
You know what I'm saying? Now she's got ammo. Now because the thing I was telling my girl, I was like, you know what? If she was gonna do that, she would have had to keep that lie up for the rest of her life. But because they got into such a heated argument, she used it as ammo and she attacked him with it. Boom. This is why I never orgasmed for 10 years. Oh man. Oh
yeah.
Oh, you broke him down. You broke him down.
Yeah. I ain't gonna
You broke
lie.
him down.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think maybe not be all the way gone. Like my emotion for you don't switched up a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
If I loved you at 100, right now I'm at like 92. So, like it don't drop.
So his wife couldn't get mad that he went out there and slept with somebody.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't expect it to.
Yeah, as a man now, it's like, hold on, man, like 10 years?
Damn.
Man, 10 days is too long for me. Hey, man, you need to let me know right now. You gotta let me know right now.
That boy said 10. Listen, girls watching, like, hey.
Listen, man, men,
don't lie.
Some men get off by pleasuring a woman. You know what I'm saying? You feel good about that.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Most definitely.
I mean, if you sleep with a guy and he just catches and he going by his man, you with the wrong guy.
I agree. Unless you're just trying to catch a nut.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're not in a relationship, but if you're in a relationship, nah.
But most men feel bad when they, so. And you know what my girl told me? She was like, "Well, it's not my job to teach you." Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Or he's supposed to go to somebody else to go learn to come back.
But some women think like that. Oh, you should know what to do.
How? I've never did before. You feel me? Or or I just started. Like,
but then it ties back into these girls trip. Now they gonna mess with a woman. Well, she knew what to do because she's a fucking woman.
But that man strong about his no girl trip. that man not letting that shit go.
It ain't
no
happening,
girl
baby.
trip.
I know you gonna see this. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? But
I get you though.
Yeah, man.
No, definitely. I mean, like you said, based on that alone, I think on me, just personally, like 10 years, I think that definitely would have triggered something. I think honestly, that's probably might be the beginning of something bad for a while until we get good, or might be the beginning of something crumbling and ending completely. Like, I can't, as an ego, thinking that I'm doing it, because you gotta understand, moving forward now, when I touch you, I think you're lying.
Yeah, exactly.
When you kiss me, I think you're lying.
Now my performance is all off.
You know what I mean?
You know
like when you say you love me, I don't know. Like I don't know now. Like I think it's damn.
The thing is, men don't fake orgasms.
We can't.
You can't. Like, and I don't know a single man who is getting bad oral, and he's gonna tell that woman, "Hey, you ain't doing this right."
Facts.
Or he's gonna guide her to. He is not gonna let that go to waste.
Nah.
He's not gonna let it go to waste. It does nothing for him. It does nothing for him.
Nah, he's gonna let you know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He's gonna let you know.
So women, man, listen, man. Just tell him. I don't care how you may react. Tell that man.
Definitely.
Tell that man, because it's gonna save you the headache in the long run.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely. I like you stated earlier, definitely started off with loyalty. you know, definitely want to end it with loyalty. I think, you know, based on just the, you know, DJ Envy and everything, you're right. I think that goes into a disloyal. You know, I think he was able to look him, because he like, and I've said this before, bro. Like, sex isn't the key point of the relationship, but it's the very important aspect
very
of
important
the
aspect.
relationship.
Very
It is.
important.
I mean,
Very important.
you can talk about, you know, owning property, getting a good life for yourselves, but I'll be honest with you, all that means nothing if the moment of what we, you know, in the traditional sense of got married for, and this is, you know, you're my only partner, you know, in
Right,
that
yeah.
aspect, like, and that's what that, I'm thinking. I'm over here like, whew, you know, boy, round 2, and then you over here like, okay, like, you know,
No,
like,
that can't
nah.
fly.
I
That
think
can't fly.
that brings down definitely disloyal. I think that's cruel. That's not even disloyal. I think that's completely
It's
cruel.
It's cruel, man. And like I said, I understand, you know, loyalty. But to that point, man, like, loyalty also means being able to tell me the truth.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if you loyal to me and you value me and you respect me, tell me the truth. I don't care how much it hurt, man. Tell me the truth.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah,
I feel like you have to.
That's a part of being loyal, man. Hey, tell me the truth.
You have to. You gotta.
Because at some point it's gonna come out. It's
Oh,
either,
yeah,
it's either it's gonna come out when we get in an argument, or you're gonna go out and look somewhere else to get pleasure.
Absolutely. I've said this before. Whatever's done in the dark will always come to light. Absolutely. Regardless, we have no control over that. That's the reality. Like, because you said that, and it brought me to that memory of a video I saw where, you know, I don't know what the argument was, but it's like, yeah, you like fucking my dildo, don't you? Like, it was some dude, like, this girl was in an argument, she just threw that shit out there, and I'm like,
you see what I'm saying?
I'm like, oh,
You see
like,
what I'm saying?
wow.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm just
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
wow, like,
See?
you're right. Like, no, I feel like, you know, and it's crazy. Like, even so, personal story with myself. Like, I'll be honest with you. I've asked. Like, I have no shame in asking. Like, you know, I mean, now I, you know, to a certain extent I don't, because like I can tell now.
Mhm.
But like, before I used to ask, like, you catch us? Like, did
No.
you catch? Did you, you know, this and that? Like, I've never was afraid of that conversation. Like, I don't care.
Don't be, man.
I've never cared.
They listen. It's only the two of y'all in that room.
That's it.
You know, I'd rather ask and know than rather like you not catching it, you go tell your homegirls.
You feel me? And,
Yeah.
and it's and what makes it so crazy, just the fact that, you know, to some people that, you know, values the concept of, you know, sex and
Exactly.
everything like that, it's like how? Like, how can you allow to share your body but can't share a deep conversation about something that deals with your emotions? It's, you're not, you know what I mean? You should be able to talk. You should be able to, you know, to express yourself. And I get it, you know, like you said earlier, some dudes need to check their egos,
No, for real.
you know, to be
For
able
real.
to open for conversations as well. You know, I'm not gonna say, I'll probably say in the beginning, I could give DJ Envy a wife, you know, somewhat of a pass in the beginning, not knowing how to do it, but continuing to allow it for 10, not a month, not 6 months, for 10 years.
10 years, man.
It's like,
That was
you
that
can't
was the
tell
issue.
me.
That was the issue
Exactly.
for me. That
You
was
can't
the
sit
issue.
back and tell me that this man made you feel like for 10 years he made you feel uncomfortable to want to tell him like, nah. I'm pretty sure y'all raise children. The man don't see the children come out of your vagina. You don't see all of that, bro. All that important stuff. And to feel that you can't tell him like, hey, like, you know, like, you know how you think you be winning.
And not to mention, man, DJ Envy, his wife is gorgeous.
No, she is.
She got a gorgeous wife,
She
man.
is.
And to think that you're not pleasuring something that caliber of a woman, and she's well spoken, she's educated,
Definitely.
and you're not performing right in the bed,
Nah.
that's a shot to the ego. That's a shot to the
Probably
ego.
you think he's still feeling it right now?
Absolutely. Every night he's proving himself. Every night he's trying to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? Every night their relationship will never be the same.
Nah,
Never be the same.
that I agree.
Never
I
be the
agree.
same.
I feel like that self-doubt, because it's like, bro, I feel like there's a certain mathematics to it of how long it take you to say it or for the conversation to bring up versus how long it would take you to get over it. There's 10 years. This man is gonna take
It's gonna take some time
for him to.
And that's what they call that? Toxic positivity.
Yep.
Ladies, I know you want to be optimistic about your relationship. You want to keep the peace. But being that positive and being that optimistic and being that naive is toxic. And later on, So it's like you can be so positive about something and that you ignore everything else around. You know, not realizing that, hey man, you know, later on he's gonna find out that he ain't doing a damn thing, and it's gonna implode. It's gonna
completely.
Yeah,
it's gonna blow up.
Yeah, man.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
man.
blow
Yeah.
from the inside, and it's all, man. Like, damn, like, cause I like I said, like I seen the video. I was watching The Breakfast Club. I love watching it on video instead of on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, I like to see the face reactions and how they talk, and definitely like that's like when I heard it, I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Cause I know for me it wouldn't. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to, bro. Like, I think honestly, I mean, 10 years is a long time invested.
It's a long time, man. But my thing that got me, like I said, was the comments at how many women agreed that they have been faking orgasms. That's not a rarity, man. This is a common issue. Rise up, my brothers.
Yeah, listen.
Figure it out,
talk, man.
You
Listen,
know, have that talk with your lady.
listen.
Man.
I
Go
was
home
just about
tonight
to say that.
and be
Bro,
like,
you
baby,
took it
look.
right out of my mind, bro. I was just gonna say that. Go home after this video, y'all boys, y'all men that's in relationships, the men that are married. Go to y'all women, have this conversation, man. Like,
Yeah, man. Talk with her.
talk with them,
Talk with her, man.
talk
And
with them.
don't go aggressive. Make her comfortable, and I guarantee you,
Exactly.
she gonna tell you something that you're doing wrong in the bed or something that you should change.
Guys, listen. If y'all want a pointer, bring food first. Feed them first. Feed them. Get their bellies full. Relax. Give them what they like. Don't just feed them anything.
Yeah.
Get them their favorite. Let them eat it. Relax. Lay back in bed.
Yeah.
You know, throw on some Netflix and be like,
You know,
so bad.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
so bad. Like,
And that's it, man.
That's
she,
it.
She gonna open up.
of course. And I believe, do you believe sometimes that's what it takes, maybe,
Absolutely.
for the
Absolutely.
gentlemen to be able to make their first move?
Of course,
See?
man. Look, man. Some men are so missionary, man. They're so stuck. They have this one narrow way
Yeah.
of thinking sometimes. You know
I call it simplicity.
sometimes simplicity is too simple.
You think so?
Oh yeah, man. The world is changing, man. Everything is different. You got that people are now open to things, and you just gotta, just branch out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just be a little bit, man. Be a little more understanding, man. You know, be a
No,
little
definitely.
different.
No, I definitely want to take about being understanding. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I definitely believe in conversations. You know, I stated it earlier. Like, I am black and white. You know, I can definitely like I'm not an asshole of being black and white, but I'm to the point. You know, I'm able to articulate my words. You know, to be able to talk to you. I don't make you feel, discomfort or anything like that. But I know because I've been told that it's how it's what you say sometimes. It's not necessarily how you say it, and I totally get that. But I still feel like I'm just still black and white. I don't like to play behind play around the bush. I don't want to certain things I don't feel like to navigate to.
Nah,
get
you
there.
shouldn't. You shouldn't. That's the thing, man. People walk on eggshells when they don't need to.
It's
You know what I'm saying? Not everything needs to be, all pussyfooted around.
Nah.
Something you can just get straight to it.
straight to the point.
You know what I'm saying? But in other aspects, there's other topics that are a little bit more complicated, a little bit more broad, and that way you want to be a little bit more open to them.
Absolutely.
But
Cool.
that's just how it is, man.
I feel you. So that being said, we're gonna bring the show to a close. Definitely once again, let the people know who you are.
Oh man, Chris Peterson. My Instagram is Bearded Bay Fitness. I do a little bodybuilding, working out. So y'all go give me a little follow.
Man. That man works out, bro.
Hey, man,
when you go follow his page, y'all see.
Nah,
Don't be
strong body is a good body.
Nah, listen,
Yeah,
this man right here, I can honestly say, a very good friend of mine. Met him about 1.5 years ago. Always been positive. You've been on my ass sometimes because I started training and then kind of slacked off a little bit.
Yeah, we gonna get him back in there.
Nah, he gonna get me right. But definitely, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you having me, man.
Definitely love the conversation. I felt like we definitely jumped around so many, but definitely hit a lot of key points about certain things. And at the same time, on this podcast, let's talk. It's just all about open conversations.
Yeah.
Like I said, this place here is just for growth, understand, have conversations. Like I'm here to learn as well as I'm able to talk. Same thing.
I want to say, man, what you're doing is good, man. Because like I said, man, there's a lot of podcasts out there. There's a lot of shows out there. There's a lot of skits out there. And a lot of these people, they only telling you what you want to hear. They're not giving honest opinions, man. They're pro women, pro men. you know, it's never, they can never come as a collective sometimes. So, you know, you want to, you know, my dude, you know, he creating a space where you can talk about any and everything, man, and that's good, man. That's what we need, man.
Definitely.